After 20 years of waterfront growth and expanding from Fells Point to Canton, Cap Rukert believed that Lazaretto was the most desirable property in the Port of Baltimore for the future of his company. Lazaretto has had quite a history. It is a point of land that witnessed the bombardment of Fort McHenry in 1814. During this time, it was the location of a smallpox hospital and then became a quarantine station for immigrants entering Baltimore. The Lazaretto Lighthouse was built in 1831 and welcomed all ships entering the Port of Baltimore until 1954. Following World War II, Cap wanted to acquire the historic location. His grandson and company CEO Norman Rukert Jr. tells us how.
In 1945, Cap Rukert found out that the Western Maryland was going to sell Lazaretto, or would be willing to sell Lazaretto. So he went up to the Pennsylvania Railroad in Philly, who was quite friendly with. He'd already talked them into building a pier next to his property in Fells Point, and he persuaded the Pennsylvania Railroad to buy this property and to hold it for him. And they did buy it, and then, true to their word, in 1951 they sold it to him for $151,000. In 1952 he built a modern berth here. The original A berth was built by Arundel Company.
A berth was the largest construction project Rukert had undertaken in their 25 years of growth. When Arundel completed it, the SS Billetal was the first customer to use the new berth to unload a shipment of olives on March 30th, 1954. Rukert built 3 center block buildings at A berth and set up 3 automatic bagging machines to handle sulfate of ammonia. This bagging innovation by Norm Sr. would run 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and turn out 18 100-pound bags a minute. The process would be emulated and copied by other terminals across the United States.
It was a huge success, and they started making enough money so that in the early 60s, he went to Maryland National Bank and persuaded him to lend him $1 million so that he could build another berth, the B berth, which is over where the vessel is now. And it was like 535 feet long.
The first ship to call on B berth at Lazaretto was the SS Sophie Morris on March 13, 1963.
And also he built a 20,000 plus clear span building we called H building, which was a gorgeous building at the time it was done.
True to Cap's vision and business insight, Lazaretto became Rukert's heartbeat and most utilized berths. Over the years, there have been some twists and turns in the Lazaretto story, and we'll tell you more about them in future episodes.